Okay, and the last method we want to test actually, there are two more methods we want to test. We got compare by age and we got create roster. So let's test compare by age. And now comparing by age takes this takes two persons. Okay, person A and person B. So therefore, we're going to use both Fred and Jane in the same assertion in this test. Okay. And to do a compare by age, first of all, we're going to assert equals. And then we need an expected value here. Whoops. I didn't think it would do that. Okay, it's not going to let me put ... in there like I like to. Okay, but it's asking me for expected actual. Don't worry about that line being crossed out because we'll fix that. Okay, so the question is, what is the expected value? Well, this returns an integer, okay, and it basically calls through to A birthday compared to B birthday. So if A's birthday is less than B's birthday, okay, that means A birthday compared to B birthday is going to result in something that is less than 0. If A birthday is greater than B's birthday, then that's going to result in a number, an integer, that is greater than 0. If the birthdays are equal, then it's going to result in 0. All right, so let's think about this, because this is a little bit, things get a little bit switched around here. If we say compare by age and person A is older, let's say person A is older than person B. In fact, let's just create the actual value of our test case first. So let's call person compare by age, and let's pass in, okay, let's pass in Jane first and Fred second. All right, so look at this. Jane is younger than Fred, right? So you might think that if Jane is younger than Fred, the result of this is going to return a negative number. Since Jane is less than Fred, the result of this comparison will be less than 0. But it turns out that it's going to be the opposite. And it's going to be the opposite because if Jane is younger than Fred, that means Jane's birthday comes after Fred's. So Jane's birthday actually has a bigger value than Fred's. So Jane's birthday is a higher number than Fred's birthday. So therefore, when you compare Jane and Fred by birthday, Jane's birthday compared to Fred's birthday is going to result in a number that's greater than 0. So it's kind of a little backwards there, but that's what we have to work with. So we're actually expecting this result to be greater than 0. So how do we write that? Well, I'm not going to write 1 because the comparison function doesn't always return 1, 0, or a -1. So I want a relationship here. I don't necessarily want equality. So I'm going to change this to assert true. Person compared by age, Jane Fred, is greater than 0. All right, so it's a little bit tricky to understand, but work it out for yourself. Convince yourself that we should get something greater than 0. And I'm saying that without having run the test, so I might be embarrassed here. Let me go ahead and run the test. And yeah, it passes, okay? So compare by age means Jane's birthday is bigger than Fred's birthday, and that's why you get greater than 0 here.